The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration now has in place stricter standards for its crash test ratings, including female dummies. Before, there are only people about my size for their 5-star rating system, and they looked a lot like me.
They sure did, and now they're finding out ways for shorter and smaller women like me, because we react differently in a crash than someone, say, of Walt's stature. CW33's Daniel Novick shows us why having a female dummy is so important.
Truck pulled out in front of us, not paying attention, and we ran into the side of them.
Months after that accident, 16-year-old Bobby Nancy is still in therapy to learn how to properly walk again. She fractured one of her vertebrae and has had other complications after being in the passenger seat of this vehicle that day.
The seatbelt didn't lock until I'd flown to a certain point instead of locking where it's supposed to.
The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration is now using smaller female dummies in some of their crash tests. The man on the left is 5'9" and 172 pounds. The female dummy on the right is 4'11" and 108 pounds.
You can have the identical crash with the identical forces, and the injury numbers on the female are going to be drastically different.
Take a look at this test of a 2012 Buick Regal and the different ways the female dummy on the right reacts compared to the male dummy on the left. Tracy says seeing how a car crash affects a female dummy is essential to the safety of all women.
Whether or not you're going to suffer brain injury, they're going to be substantially higher on a female than they are on a male because of the slack in the belt, because of the way the belt fits you.
But Tracy says it is still difficult for the average driver to figure out if NHTSA used a female dummy in a crash test. And he says female dummies are not being used in all tests.
I applaud them for finally getting to it. It's just taken them a decade and a half too long, and they certainly need to go further.
Nance now feels comfortable getting back into a vehicle, and she agrees more testing needs to be done.
I know it's kind of strange watching TV and you see a commercial and they're like, well, this car is rated the highest in its safety, and you're like, well, it didn't happen for me that way.
Daniel Novick, CW33 News.